Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest joining us this morning. We have the mayor of Atlantic City, Marty Small. Welcome.
Good morning, Envy. Good morning, Angela Lee. Good morning, Angela Yee.
Let's everyone's names up this
To
morning.
the Breakfast Club worldwide audience, and it's a great day in the city of Atlantic City.
Now, this is the first time that you
Wait,
actually
hold on. You're
met
not going to
Angela
introduce
Yee.
both of our guests?
I'm about to. But I'm
Okay.
going to say this is the first time that he actually met Angela Yee.
I was starting to think that Angela Yee had something against me. You know,
No.
all of my Breakfast Club appearances, she hasn't been
I
here.
thought
But
maybe you were planning it that way. Like,
Nah,
what day is Angela out? Okay, perfect.
it's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
Now, also, you have Cash with you for people that don't know. What's his position? in
Well,
Atlantic City?
Cash was my former aide, who's now is my constituent service director and in charge of special projects, marijuana being one of them. Young guy who I'm extremely proud of, has grown so much, and that's what I wanted to do when I came in the mayor's office. I wanted to give younger people an opportunity who normally wouldn't get that opportunity, so he's making us all proud.
Cash, something we call it cannabis.
Cannabis, definitely. New York, what up? Yes, yes.
The proper term.
That's the proper term.
So now what's going on with Atlantic City now? You've been in office for some time now. So what have you been doing? What have the people of Atlantic City been seeing?
Well, listen, first of all, we stabilized the government. As you know, when I first came on here, I was just getting in, taking over for the former mayor. COVID hit. We served the community well. And now things are stable. And as you know, I had 7 elections in 2 years. Mm-hmm. That's unheard of. And now the government's stable. We're moving forward with our agenda. Also, a little history in the family. My wife, January 1st, became the first African-American female superintendent in the history of Atlantic City. And crazy, the first superintendent to actually live in Atlantic City. So, we're extremely proud about that. And we're just plugging away. We're, offering more services, spending less money.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is fiscal responsibility. For the 3rd straight year, the good people of Atlantic City is going to get a tax decrease. We have a situation where I wanted to invest in human capital. We got money from the American Rescue Plan. We got $33 million. We got the first $16.5 million, and we wanted to spend it on lost revenue, which we fixed a couple of bridges in town. But also, we wanted to give back to our employees. We gave every city employee up to $3,500 as COVID pay.
Mm-hmm.
And we did something that no other mayor has ever done, and that's give back to the taxpayers and businesses. Currently now, those taxpayers and businesses are getting $500. It's a lot, considering that it's never been done. And one of the things I said when I got in, we wanted to rebuild City Hall from the inside out.
Mm-hmm.
And we're changing the culture in City Hall, in government, and throughout the city. And they're coming up on contract negotiations, which we're wrapping up next week. And I'm just going to say this, that our employees have never seen a contract like we're about to give out, and I'm extremely proud of that as mayor.
What do you mean? What kind of contract?
Their union contract.
Okay.
It expired at the end of December, and everyone except for our fire department is up this year. They're up next year, and you can't say that you believe in employees, you believe in upward mobility, you believe in right sizing the salaries in government, and when you get a chance to do so, you don't act. So, we're extremely excited about that, and things are looking up in the city.
This is our first time meeting, so
Yes.
I want to ask a couple of questions of you. So how have things been for you? Because I know when you were running for election, things get a little dirty, a lot of mudslinging and all of that, and some people are saying he shouldn't run. They were saying at first it was a long shot because I know, like you said, the other mayor had to step down, and then you took over, and then you did win the election. Do you feel like you've won the people over who were your naysayers?
Oh, I have a slogan that men, women, political opportunists lie, but the numbers and facts don't. The fact that 7 straight elections, I got over 70% of the vote, that speaks volumes. I mean, politics is a blood sport. It's a contact sport, and people want to sling mud, but when you have a vision and you know what you want to do with the city, you just let the naysayers keep talking. And my life experiences, the things that I've been through, has prepared me for this moment, and I'm seizing the day.
I was going to ask, with Atlantic City, being a kid and going down to Atlantic City, it wasn't that many black things to do. It wasn't that many urban events. Is that changing?
Well, as I said on the station when I first came on a couple of years ago, that I was going to change the culture and the way that we do things in Atlantic City. And now, because of my relationships with promoters across the country, my relationship with you, a lot of people are considering Atlantic City that normally wouldn't consider doing any type of business in Atlantic City. We got some exciting things that's happening for the first time. We have in June, I can't give the date or the location, but Denier and Blanc is coming to Atlantic City. We have Kevin Hart performing. We have Wildin' Out. We're working. Of course, we have DJ Envy, Drive Your Dreams car show.
Yeah, we had over 12,000 people out there last year. Just to put that in there. No incidents, no problems, no situation. Family fun day. This year, we haven't released the date yet, but yeah, it's gonna be another big one. What else? I'm sorry.
Yes, and I'm working with Live Nation. Be on the lookout for this. We're working very hard for the first ever, and it's going to be an annual, the Atlantic City Urban Entertainment Festival. This is going to focus on women empowerment. It's going to be a 2-day concert series at Boardwalk Hall. And, there's going to be all type of parties and different promoters doing different things. We're working on something for Betafield on Memorial Day weekend. We also working on a unique bike festival. Shout out to my guy, Lenny the Barber, who's done a lot of things out here. We're trying to put that play together, but listen.
Motorcycle or bicycle?
We bike.
Oh, bike.
Bike. Yeah.
Lenny rides bikes?
Well, Lenny's a master promoter, so Lenny gets into anything.
And we used to ride bikes.
Yeah. I'm gonna get back on as soon as it gets a little warmer.
Yeah, but the thing is, we have options. The saying, you ever have options and not need them, than need options and not have them. So we're definitely changing the culture there, and we know that that's a priority for us in the city. So we're going to stay true to our summertime slogan that we live, we lit, we outside.
What's the boardwalk looking like for this summer?
Well, listen, the boardwalk is crazy, and it's going to continue to be crazy, and that's in a good way, because early on during the pandemic, a lot of towns around us made a decision to close the beach and boardwalk. I didn't. I kept it open, and that allowed people to come to Atlantic City that probably wouldn't have come to Atlantic City. Our casinos were closed for months, but soon as we opened everything up, Atlantic City was sold out every weekend. And we're working on rebuilding the boardwalk, actually. Atlantic City was the first boardwalk. We're working with Senator Cory Booker. The boardwalk is a city street, so we have to, take care of it. But Atlantic City's booming. And as I say, we just getting started.
Now, Cash, for people that want to get in the cannabis industry in New Jersey, what are the ways they can get into the industry?
Okay, so right now the license process is open for the state of New Jersey. December 15th started cultivation. That's where you grow the flower. March 15th, the application process opened up for retail. So Atlantic City is going to be the East Coast hub for cannabis, specifically targeting retail. So what you got to do right now is, it's not easy. Out of 100% of cannabis businesses in the country, less than 3% are minority owned. So it's not an easy task. I would say do your due diligence. Stay on NJ.gov/cannabis to get all the information that you need. Get you a right attorney, or get you a right application writer. That's really what the name of the game right now is, application writing, because it's on a point system. You want to make sure you have every point to qualify. But Atlantic City is open for business. Call up to City Hall. Hit me on the Instagram. Send me an email. We are doing everything in our power to continue to get the support from people all over. We have every top company calling in, every celebrity calling in. They want to do business in Atlantic City, and we wide open. We're accepting all 6 license types. So
explain the license types. So the first type they say are people that's affected by marijuana and weed, right?
Right. So it's 2 types of license. It's 6 classes of license, 2 types. So it's micro. That's where it's less than 2,500 square feet and less than 10 employees. And this is specifically for somebody who lives in that city or one of the surrounding cities. The other one is just a regular class tier license where, it could be minority owned, or it could be all Caucasian owned. It could be anything. And that's just where it's not specifically on social equity. So the first type of license is cultivation. That's growing the flower. Second one is manufacturing. That's turning the flower into a product. Then it's distribution and wholesale, and that's where you store the product and then transfer it to the retail. Retail was the most important for us. That's the storefront. You pick up the flower. And lastly is delivery. That's one that's going to be a sleeper because a lot of Jersey Shore towns around us opted out. Ocean City, Summers Points, they saying, hey, we don't want it here. But we can always start our business in Atlantic City and deliver anywhere in New Jersey. So that's one that's going to be real good right there.
That makes sense. It sounds like less overhead, too.
Delivery is. It's a dispensary on wheels.
Yeah, you just need the truck. You need 2 people. Well, yeah, it is.
You got some chips on the table?
Me?
That's my parting gift. I'll share it with you later. I brought one for you too.
Okay, good.
Because I like to push my chips to the.
Charlamagne's not here.
Absolutely, I like to push my chips to the middle of the table. And Envy, you mentioned something about entertainment. Atlantic City has a budding entertainment industry locally.
Right.
We have some of the best rappers around the area, but the light isn't shined on Atlantic City as much. You know, we overshadowed by Philadelphia, New York, etc. So without naming names, because I'm sure to forget someone, you know, people need to come to Atlantic City and, you know, check out our local artists. I think you'll be surprised. I know I held a couple of private things with you. You liked a couple. But, you know, shout out to all my Atlantic City rappers, singers, whatever. I'm going to continue to do the best I can to represent you and hold you down and get the people down here to check y'all out.
I was gonna ask,
what up?
With all the dollars the casino gets in, does Atlantic City get any of that money at all?
Well, as I said before, you know, when I first came in, I remember telling this story, so I'll tell it again for the people that don't remember. If everyone in this studio took their own personal car after this interview and we all drove to Atlantic City, here's what would happen. We would all park. That's parking tax. We would all go to check in our rooms. Our rooms aren't ready. So we go to the bar, we buy a drink. That's luxury tax. Now our room is ready. We check in our room. That's hotel tax. So we go to a late night concert. That's luxury tax again. Afterwards, we pressing our luck. We saying the Sixers are on because, you know, I got to represent Philly. The Sixers are on. So we all go place a sports bet individually. We do that 5 days in a row, just like I just said. Angela Yee, what does the residents of Atlantic City get from that?
What should they get or what do they get?
Yeah, what do we get?
I'm going to assume nothing.
Your assumption is right.
That's
now,
crazy.
We're changing that. This year, the state legislature gave us a flat tax of $2. That money goes to public safety, police, and fire. Now, I've made national news recently, and we're working extremely hard with the state of New Jersey. They're our partners. But I went and testified in front of the State Senate Government Committee. Shout out to Senator Troy Singleton, who's an African-American brother from Burlington Township who's shown leadership on the bill. We wanted to get 1.25% of sports gaming revenue. Now, when the legislature wrote the bill, every township and municipality in the state of New Jersey got the 1.25%, except for the great city of Atlantic City. How is that even possible?
Right.
So we went, we won the committee vote 3-2. In a couple of weeks, we're going to go to the assembly and get it passed in the assembly, and then we're taking it to the full Senate, and then the governor will sign. So that's projected $2.5 million. That would have been another 12 cents on the tax decrease that ultimately I'm proposing in this year's budget. And it gives the homeowners in Atlantic City tax relief. Now, the state agency CRDA, which all the casino revenue is supposed to be reinvested back into Atlantic City. They've done a tremendous job. They just gave us $650,000. What I've said that we're spending less money but doing more. We have a newly created division called the Division of Youth, Recreation, Senior, and Multicultural Affairs. That deals with recreation, which deals with everything sports related for youth. Youth Services, which deals with everything with youth that's not sports related. We have a growing multicultural community, and also we have a director of LGBTQ affairs, because if you're going to serve the entire community, you must bring all in. We have an anti-violence program, which is called One Neighborhood Evolution, and I know Charlamagne is big on mental health. We're getting counselors as well, because a lot of our kids have dealt with trauma that they shouldn't deal with at this early age. So we are really, really, really doing things that no other leadership has done. And this is coming from the city, of course, with the support from the state as well, our partner. But the casinos are investing. It shows that investor confidence is at an all-time high for Atlantic City. Caesars Properties, which is Caesars, Tropicana, and Harris, they're investing $400 million over the next 3 years in Atlantic City. Bally's is doing $100+ million. Ocean is dumping in $100+ million. So we are starting to see the fruits of our labor. But some people think that because Atlantic City gets certain things, my position is, as mayor, it's never enough. Look at all the money according to the state's own data in 2018. Their data, $154.5 million left the city of Atlantic City that could have been spent. We wouldn't have any budgetary problems. But I'm telling the world, I'm telling everyone that Atlantic City is going to the next level. We have development projects. We got Stockton Phase 2. We have Atlantic Care. Pretty much done. Wasim Borai, who built Nobi, which was the partner with Shaq, they are doing this 18-story building now with 24 townhomes surrounding it. I'm working on a project to get more professionals in Atlantic City because even as a councilman, I've been the champion for affordable housing. We had Mo Vaughn, former baseball player who invested in Carver Hall. We gutted the interior and exterior. We're trying to hold people accountable. Contractors. We have Busby Village and Stanley Holmes Village, which is two of the oldest public housing projects in the country. And they're doing, right now in Busby, $14.4 million. Why can't minorities get some of that? So we have a meeting scheduled with the community in 3 weeks with the developer. We're going to invest in the kids. We're going to have a youth build program. We sent 10 Atlantic City residents to a 3-week training, and now they're all working on their Caesars project as laborers. We're in discussions with the Carpenters Union, Electricians Union, and it's important that we educate people because a lot of times people sit on the sideline and they say, oh, well, they're giving contracts elsewhere, but you're not qualified. And it's not your fault because no one taught you the game. So we're going to give the residents free game. We're going to bring them to City Hall, and we're going to show them every step of the way how to get qualified, get their BRC, which is the business registration certificate, to do certain things and qualify to bid on projects in the city. And also, we're doing a great job doing something that has never been done before is our community education piece. And I remember on my radio show, I interviewed Jim Jones and interviewed Ja Rule separately. And they were saying how it's dope that a mayor is taking these initiatives and it's free for Atlantic City residents. And what am I talking about? The Mayor's Office Small Business Academy, which we completed Phase 1. Phase 2, we're partnering with the New Jersey State African American Chamber of Commerce to run this small business program. We graduated 44 residents last year. We have an investment cohort from Empify, young lady from the real HU, she said, Envy, my fault,
Hampton, okay.
at Ashley Fox from Howard. She's putting on an investment program where like 60+ Atlantic City people went through 2 courses, and now we're starting up Phase 2. We have a job development program for Atlantic City, job training. And now we're getting into the other part where we're going to engage a local resident to build credit in an 8-week program for Atlantic City residents. And then we're going to cap it off. We're going to wrap the bow on it, and then everyone will know how to do a financial plan. All of these initiatives is coming from Mayor Small, and we're taking Atlantic City to another level.
I was going to ask, what happened to the Trump building? What are y'all doing? I know you imploded Trump building, but what are they doing with that space?
Well, listen, that's the best piece of land in America, in my opinion. It's Center City, Atlantic City, Bulwark. Center City in any city doesn't become available often. So it's a fascinating development opportunity. I want you, I think I texted you last week. I want to get with the guy, I think it's Jeff Peoples.
Jeff Peoples.
The one that's doing, yes, I apologize. The one that's doing the affirmation tower.
Yeah.
I want to engage him on Atlantic City because we have a couple of projects that's linked to Donald Trump. Of course, the Trump Plaza property, but also up in the inlet on the water, it's a property that's owned by Jared Kushner. So we're working with them to basically say, look, hey, develop the land. We don't want to just see a bunch of empty land. There's no place to invest like Atlantic City.
What
because
you got on that building? I got 20.
Yeah.
You got you?
20 what? Oh, I was like...
20 no, it ain't gonna work. I
Yeah, 20
better call
million.
John. You better call John.
Yeah, 20 million.
So you thought I said 20 million? I got $20.
Yeah. So I mean, that's where we are. We're rebuilding Atlantic City. Do we have problems? Yeah, we got problems. But we're working hard on the solutions. But it's time to put Atlantic City back in the lights. This is the place that you could come to, let your hair down. More importantly, our hospitality industry is first class. We got world-class facilities, even greater restaurant fleet.
Coffee shops.
Everything. And as a matter of fact, Envy, I think I showed you that area. Is now being built up even more. It's called the Orange Loop. Mm-hmm. It's on Tennessee, St. James, and New York off the Monopoly board. Mm-hmm. Boutique hotels, hotels with rooftops, with retail space, Airbnb villages, pizza shops, coffee shops, and more. Mm-hmm. So also exciting, we're working on a project with Rodney Jerkins. Shout out to Rodney Jerkins, Atlantic City's own Rodney Jerkins, on a project called KY and the Curb to take advantage of Atlantic City's history on the famed Kentucky Avenue with a Club Harlem. All the celebrities came to Atlantic City to perform. So we're working on an African American museum on the first floor, and on the second floor, a video production suite, a music studio, and a photography studio for our talented kids. Instead of rapping on the streets, making videos, we want you to come on inside. And also a tourist attraction. Mm-hmm. A new Kelsey's is going to break ground this year in Atlantic City. And, Atlantic City's the place to be. And, I mean, we're not just saying it. We have the National PAL Convention, and we have the National NAACP Convention coming in July. And, of course, we want everyone to come out to the mayor's reception, all-white reception. Mm-hmm.
When is that?
July is July 14th through July 21st, and the white event is on July 16th on that Saturday. Mm-hmm. Now I'm going to break a little news. Yes, July. The Mayor Marty Small Sr. inaugural ball weekend. Yeah. 7 elections in a row. It's time to party. Mm-hmm. Friday night, May 13th, Alter Ego Entertainment will present Black Excellence. Mm-hmm. It's an all-black affair. The next day is called the Together We Rise Gala. It's going to very much give Met Gala vibes. And the main DJ for that is DJ Envy.
Oh, man.
So I'm breaking news on the Breakfast Club.
You got a great DJ for that one.
And
I
then,
can't believe nobody else was available.
And that's from 7 to 11. And then the after party will be from 11 to 3. And then when we wake up in the morning, we going to Kelsey's for brunch. 10 to 3, and then we're going to cap it off because my slogan that it's a great day here in the city of Atlantic City. Angela Yee, can we say great day?
Great day.
Great day. Yes, day. We're going to close it out with the Great Day Party at the Harris Pool from 3 to 8, and it's going to kick off our We Live, We Lit, We Outside summer. So
you get Angela the host. She ain't doing nothing that day.
Well,
what I'm doing. Look, if I could bring my coffee, I'm down.
All right.
Yeah,
all right.
Oh, you know what I wanted to ask you? I was curious about this just because we've never met before. Being that Atlantic City, right, has all the casinos that bring in a lot of revenue, how is that as far as politically? Do people try to bribe you? I was just curious, how does that work? Because I know you said the money doesn't necessarily go back. It doesn't go back to the city. But I just always wondered, is there a lot of corruption with previous campaigns?
Yeah. I mean, listen. Listen. It was a show called Boardwalk Empire.
I was thinking of Boardwalk Empire. Talking white.
Listen. The thing is, yes, it has been corruption in the city. I'm not going to, talk about anyone from the past. Whoever did what they did, they served their time, and we moved on. And it's all, in the person. You can't give me anything. Mm-hmm. And casinos are forbidding for contributing to campaigns. I think they can do it on a federal level, but not so much local and state. Listen, all you got to do.
So they can't support you, so that you help them get certain contracts that you don't even have to worry about.
Yes. So, I mean, corruption exists everywhere. New Jersey as a state, as a whole, but we're turning things around. We're changing the culture. We're changing the mindset. That and I'm a role model for the kids. That anyone that comes from the hood that can do the right thing, and I've been through my fair share of bumps and bruises, and like I said, those experiences have prepared me for this moment right now. So does corruption exist? I'm sure it exists everywhere, but it ain't going to exist over here.
That's
There you have it.
important.
Mayor Marty Small.
Hold on.
Cash.
Before you cut us off, let me get some. Can I get a slow, tight zoom for dramatic effects? So, New York City, what's up? They got me in the building. I could not go without talking to you real fast. The mayor of Atlantic City put me in a great position, director of constituent services and special projects. That's what I do for the city of Atlantic City. Also for the community, I am the voice of Atlantic City. So I want everybody to tap in with the tri-state area. If you in Atlantic City, if you want to come to Atlantic City, you want to do business, please call up to City Hall, 609-347-5400. If you just want to come party, see what the vibe is, hit me on Instagram, Chasing Cash, no G with a K. Whether it's Chasing Cash, Straight Cash, or Cannabis Cash, just make sure you hit me up. We outside, we open for business. It's a partnership. Atlantic City's open. Let's work.
There you go.
And you know, follow me on the gram. I'm Marty Small, IMMARTYSMALL for all things Atlantic City as well. But I got a parting gift.
Oh, thank you.
I want you to zoom in right here because I'm pushing my chips to the middle of the table in Atlantic City. See that?
It's like crypto chips.
City of Atlantic City, Mayor Marty Small Sr. And on the reverse side, you got that? It's a great day here in the city of Atlantic City. So, Envy, I thank you for betting on
Thank you
Atlantic
so much,
City.
man.
How much are these chips
Angie,
worth?
Nothing.
I can't
What can I
tell
gamble with
you.
these?
Oh, shots fired. He said nothing.
Thank you.
Let me
Got
see
it.
how
I will
much.
say this, though. You know, I appreciate you coming, and I see you
Bet
sweating,
I'm
so I
black.
wanted to give you something to wipe your sweat. This Giants Pride
See,
towels, so
he
you
just
can wipe your sweat.
he just got real
You know,
disrespectful.
so you can just wipe your sweat.
That's real disrespectful.
You know, I'll leave you with this parting gift so you can wipe your sweat. You know what I mean?
All right, since you want to go there, EAGLES, Eagles.
Where New York at?
My goodness. Marty Small Cash is the Breakfast Club. Good morning.